Hi Moon Babes, and welcome back to another video. If you are returning, if you are new here, hi, my name is Cheyenne and I am with Soulful Soothe, where women can come for messages to soothe the soul. So I just cleansed with some Florida water. I am going to pray or do a little invocation. Feel free to call on any ancestors, guides, anyone in your spirit team that you feel comfortable having present for such an intimate moment, and then we will get into the reading. Dear Divine, thank you so much for connecting the viewer and I on this day. Thank you for the messages that come through. I pray that my implicit and explicit biases are mitigated so that I can be a clear channel and vessel for the messages that your people need to hear. I pray for messages of clarity, calmness, serenity, restoration, and peace. I thank you for your guidance. I thank you that it is not falling on deaf ears. With so much love in our hearts, clarity in our minds, and gratitude on our lips, we say thank you. All right, Moon Babes, already off the bat, I'm feeling, for one, because I was drawn to this deck, I feel like there's a message of healing, a message of peace. And maybe you got that, you know, from the way that I chose to pray today too. But let's see what comes out. I'm not taking that. Spirit, what message of healing do you have for the Moon Babes today? What messages of healing do you have for the Moon Babes today? If you're new here, you don't know how I read, so I'll explain a little bit before I get into what I'm seeing already. I like to read into obviously what's on the board, but I also read into what's absent from the board. The fact that this deck has 4 different backs of the cards and only 3 of 4 are present. Now I know you can probably see the back of this one is the one that's missing, but because it's not coming into play yet, I just want to check the book to see what each of the 4 themes are. So the way that this deck was created is on the back of the cards, there's an image, and the images mean different things. So the one that's missing is self-compassion. So maybe at this time you are missing some self-compassion and you need some self-compassion, but that's kind of like in the background. It's kind of like Spirit is giving me the image of someone that's working and they put something on like music or TV, like a TV show or something in the background while they're working. They're not really paying attention to it, but it's still present in the room. So maybe you're aware that you need more self-compassion and you just haven't tapped into that space yet. We're gonna get into that once we flip the cards over and see what the messages are. But I did want to just tell y'all what these meant, because one, I don't use this deck often on the channel, and yeah, I think it's pretty cool that they chose to do messages on the back side of the oracle cards as well. So for this image, it's letting go. The seed qualities or ocean qualities are balance, courageous, heard, release, lightness, faith, clear, bliss, forgive, fluid, space, and wild. The message behind this card is moving forward. Interesting that we have moving forward before letting go. And last but not least, this is a gratitude card. So back in the day when I was on Instagram, very, very active, I would often practice or have gratitude practice challenges to help people shift the energy. So the first card we have here is alive. May you delight in vitality. Let me check to make sure y'all can see that and the glare isn't awful. Okay, yeah. So we have alive here. I feel like whoever's watching this has gone through a lot, and I mean, haven't we all in the last couple of years? But I'm really getting the sense that even amongst your friend groups and like people that you're around, like at work or even family members, like you've got some stories to tell that other people who might have been in the same circles, the same vicinity as you, they don't have the same stories to share. Like they haven't been through the same type of shit. Not to play the struggle Olympics, but literally just acknowledging the fact that you've been through some shit and you've got stories to tell. Why? Because you're alive and you've lived through it. This card was the moving forward card. So I feel like now that we've acknowledged that in your past, you've gone through some shit, I feel like you're in the space of like practicing gratitude or finding appreciation for the lessons that have been learned through all of these icky experiences. And because of it, your light shines. So like anywhere you go, you stand out. May you be a lighthouse is what it says at the bottom. Like the word prominent is coming through. I don't know the literal definition of the word right now, like how it's written in the dictionary. But when I use the word prominent, I mean like something that's like pushed forward out from the rest of the crowd or out from the rest of whatever that thing is around. So I really get the sense that because of these life experiences that you've had and the fact that you didn't let yourself stay stuck in the bullshit, the fact that you made some shit shake on your own, the fact that you just kept it pushing, you kept it player, you know, you charged things up to the game and you didn't really harbor any bitterness. And maybe at some points you have harbored bitterness or noticed those things come up, but it's like, I'm getting the energy of someone who hasn't dwelled in a place of bitterness and, you know, you didn't allow yourself to stay stuck. Now, interesting enough, the last card we have here is fluid and it is in reverse. So we can look at this correctly. I'm going to turn it upright. May you shift and transform. This is exactly what I was saying. Like you didn't allow yourself to get stuck. Like, of course, like let's say that you are this snow that has fallen on this rocky, I don't know what type of structure this is, but let's say you're this snow and you know, your job was to fall on the ground and eventually when the temperature warms up, you melt and you go into the body of water here. You've fallen on some hardships. I'm seeing this as like hardships, hard times, challenges. But instead of you being like, well, I fell in this place where I wasn't supposed to fall and, you know, life is just shitty and now I'm just going to have a shitty life for the rest of my life. You said, okay, well, how can we maneuver? How can we be flexible? How can we move forward? And I'm seeing that you'll be rewarded for that. I want to clarify with some tarot. I'm not getting any guidance here. I feel like this is Spirit just acknowledging everything that you've been through. I'm just getting this heavy sense of acknowledgement and this heavy sense of just acknowledgement, you know, acknowledging the things that have happened. And it really feels like an applause. I'm seeing that gif of Nancy Pelosi. I'll try and find it and insert it over right now, but she's like clapping and I'm hearing applause. Like, your spirit team is so fucking proud of you. What was that? If it's meant to be, it'll fall out. Oh, yeah. The Emperor. The Emperor represents Aries energy. Aries energy is known for being a self-starter, a go-getter, somebody who doesn't really need any external motivation. They know how to make shit shake on their own. This is representative or indicative of a masculine energy, but you don't have to be a man watching this to resonate with this. This just means that I'm seeing this as healthy masculine energy. So if you're a woman watching this, just know that your masculine energy is probably what helped you to survive those icky times. Yeah, and it's interesting that we have Four of Pentacles. a lot of times I hear other readers talk about Four of Pentacles as like the baby emperor, because a lot of the original artwork for the Four of Pentacles is this man like holding on to something, and that's the original meaning of this card. But it's interesting here that we have this card with the arms wide open. Just a little while ago, I was telling a new friend that today life feels great. Like in this moment, I really am truly grateful for literally everything. In this moment, I feel no animosity, no bitterness towards anyone, even the people that have intentionally done me harm. I don't feel it. Like if Anubis were to weigh my heart today in this moment, it would be light as a feather. And that's the energy that I'm getting off of this card. This is very beautiful energy. I hope that this is encouraging for whoever this is coming across. The Hermit. Yeah, you've spent some time doing some soul searching and really looking at things from all vantage points, all lenses, all perspectives, and really have taken this time to like honor yourself, your true values, and what you have to contribute and offer. And I feel like you're going to be rewarded. So, Spirit, what is the reward for whoever's watching this and whoever this is resonating with? What is the reward that they can expect? I just heard everything. So, baby girl, get ready to be spoiled. But I do want a card to come out just for that visual confirmation. Yeah, Six of Cups, and we have the King of Pentacles. I know y'all saw that it just came in the reverse, but it's not, I'm not reading it in the reverse. The energy is coming through as in the upright. So the generic meaning of the Six of Cups and the King of Pentacles could be someone from your past returning, maybe to apologize, to acknowledge the error in their ways, and they are showing up in their masculine energy. This doesn't have to be a man per se. The masculine energy, how I'm feeling it right now, is just coming through as someone who is willing and able to take action, and they actually do take action to come toward you. But other than that, I'm seeing like balance, like something about things just being fair in the end. Yeah, Knight of Wands in reverse. So this could be somebody who was like very shady and just very passionate. Maybe you approached them and said like, hey, this is how I'm feeling. This doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel right. How can we remedy this? And they like blew up in your face. The fact that this is coming up in like the clarifier for who this energy is, this lets me know like this is a past energy, and the fact that they're showing up as the king now lets me know that they've had some maturing. Yeah, Seven of Wands, or a Seven of Swords in reverse on the bottom of the deck. Like you really felt betrayed or like really, really hurt by this person, and they're coming in to correct it. I don't get the sense that they want to like continue a relationship with you as things were before, but there's definitely this energy of remorse and just being like, look, I know how I acted in the past impacted you, and I just want to acknowledge that. Acknowledge is coming through heavy during this reading. I didn't want this reading to be too long, so right now I'm just gonna ask Spirit, what is guidance? Rest. So we have 3 4s now on the board. Like, you can let whatever this is go now. And now I'm being drawn back to the fact that we didn't have any self-compassion cards. So this really lets me know that like whatever the situation was, you were 100% in the right. Now when I say 100% in the right, I don't mean that you didn't play a role to contribute to whatever this is, because the truth of the matter is, in every human interaction, every human encounter, we play some role. Now, there are very small instances where I don't believe that to be the case, and that's usually abuse and neglect, especially childhood abuse and childhood neglect. But I just heard you can put your mind at ease. So like the reward that you can expect from spirit, from this situation, from the fact that you have gone through all of these hardships, and look at these two cards, like all of these really hard structures. The fact that you stayed 10 toes down with yourself, you believed in yourself and you kept it pushing, like you didn't get stuck. You can now expect your mind to be at ease, your finances to be looking correct. Literally you just coming out on top. Spirit, oh, okay. Yeah, the star, healing. Things are gonna be fair in the end. Whether you allow this person to come back into your life and like have the same sort of access to you or not, like whatever happens, whatever the outcome is from this apology or this new communication, it's going to be balanced. It's going to be what's most fair for all of the parties involved. That's what I'm seeing for you today. I hope that this message resonated. I hope that it brought you some clarity, some calmness, some stillness, some healing, some good stuff. Wow. Yeah. Bottom of the deck, the Fool. So a brand new start, a promising brand new start. It's like, I'm hearing that lyric, Jay-Z said something about like coming out the bushes, cooking coca or something like that and smelling like roses. I need an award just for that. You're about to get the award just for that. But I can go on forever and ever. But like I said, I didn't want this message to be too long. It felt very quick and to the point. So you know where to find me if you need me. If you're looking for personal readings, the link to book your personal reading is in the description box. If this message resonated, if it brought you some sort of clarity and awareness, please make sure that you like the video. If you feel comfortable enough, comment and let me know how this hit for you. And if you're new here, definitely subscribe, because there's more videos where this one came from, and there will continue to be more videos in the future. And I don't want you to miss out on any of these messages. So with that said, until next time, I love you so much. Ciao.